Big energy.
Oh my God, Ryan Stegman.
Hi. Are we live?
We're live.
I feel so alive because Ethan's not here.
This is, it's a special treat for everybody tonight. It's a KLC Press community live stream, a sketch session without Mr. Ethan
Who
S.
monopolizes all the conversation in general.
Really, none of us can get a word in edgewise when Ethan's in here. Instead, he's celebrating his wife's birthday.
Gross.
Can you believe it? But
well, I have a birthday too, Ethan.
Yeah. Where were you on Ryan's birthday, Ethan? When's your birthday? June?
Yeah. How do you know that? You're a stalker.
We've been friends for a little while now, Ryan. I've already sent the link out. Of course, we do have plenty of people already joining us in the green room. We're going to let you guys in just a moment. Thank you for being with us. Ryan, how are you feeling tonight, this week? It's been a minute since we got to do one of these, but we are back tonight with a double header. Of course, after this, we're going to be going over to Whatnot at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you're going to do some more sketches for people, and we're going to auction off some comps, some sketches. It's going to be pretty good.
And yeah, I think if you haven't signed up for Whatnot, get over there because we're gonna do some fun stuff over there. Hopefully, in the future, I'm gonna figure out a way to give discounts to KLC members and all that stuff. So, but come check it out. That'll be fun.
Of course, folks already can get a discount at stegworldshop.com if they are a subscriber of KLC.
How did he already get in here?
That was so fast.
Oh, hello. I'm Chip Zdarsky from the hit podcast Mangasplaining. I'm just doing some preparing for my next show.
Oh, Akira, that's pretty. That's a deep cut.
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, did you know there was a not just a sequel, a threequel, a fourquel?
A what?
A fourquel.
Akira 4.
Oh yeah. I only read Akira 1.
Yeah, I figured.
Did you get the big box set? That's awesome.
Yeah, they sent it to me for free just because of who I am, what I do.
Because of the Mangasplaining.
Yeah. Huh, I'm sure you get great things sent to you for free all the time, too.
I paid double for it, so.
Interesting.
What's new, Chip? Did they fire you off Batman yet?
No, and as you can see, I'm no longer in the woods. The Batman money came in, so
back in your own home, baby.
Back in my own home, got it back.
Wearing a nice shade of salmon, looking good, Chip. Looking good. I don't say this often, but looking healthy, looking like you give a shit.
That's what money does. That's what money does. You'll find out one day.
Hey, do you have a fancy robe yet?
Yeah.
I have a really nice robe that I got from a luxury hotel years ago. Mm-hmm. My wife used to be a travel editor, and so we would go on these like just wild, luxurious vacations, and they'd give us all these things. And yeah, so I've got a really nice robe, really soft, hugs the contours of my body. It actually, like when you fold it over, something in the action of folding over, it masturbates you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the robe does it. It's like a symbiote, I guess, to kind of speak your language.
Well, if there's one thing I love, it's masturbating.
Mm-hmm.
Show's off to a great start, real fun start. Chip, what have you been up to? I know you signed a lot of books recently.
Yeah, I fulfilled my Substack obligations.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that subscribed to my Substack and sent in books to Comic Sketch Art. I flew to Calgary and signed them in an airport hotel. And it was great. I got to talk to Mandy. Ryan, you know Mandy?
Yes, very nice.
Yeah. She's very nice. She's the one that brought the books to be signed. And while we were doing the signing, I asked her the question that, I think everyone always wants to know. At these shows, which creators are her favorite to work with and which are not?
Okay.
Guess who her favorite is?
Let's see. You.
No. I mean, like that's kind of a given, but like besides me, present
Me.
company.
Is it me?
No, it is absolutely not you. It is Tom King. Tom King, very nice, very protective. Always make sure that the people on staff are doing okay. Least favorite is you.
Why?
Just because, what did she say? He's an asshole.
Oh.
And he stinks.
Well,
like just like this, the smell, like, because you got to remember she's got to be near you when stuff's being signed. So, yeah, she doesn't care for that. She didn't say. I mean, she said you're an asshole, but like you would have like peaks and valleys. Like you'd be a real asshole, and then you'd be like, oh hey, would you like me to do a sketch for you or something, blah blah blah. And when she'd request a character, you'd be like, yeah, you would take that fucking piece of shit. Which I mean, I know you get low blood sugar at conventions, so I'm kind of excusing it as a result of that.
Ryan had his keto chocolates.
Yeah.
At New York, he was doing pretty good, I think.
But she did make a point to say he never made me cry. And that was less about you, more about her and like her resolve, but still, she was very adamant. He never made me cry. But her lip was trembling while she said it. I don't know. It was weird.
I'm the nicest one, and this Tom King stuff is bullshit. I've seen him scream at the helpers. I've seen him flip his table over and walk out of the convention. I've seen him. I mean, he punched me for no reason one time, so I'm out on what you're saying.
First of all, for no reason?
I mean, I did come up to his table, and I had Griffin and Ethan mess up everything on his table.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
The messy boys.
I did do that to Charles at New York, and it really stressed him out.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the last person you should do that to. Charles is the most put-together person.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of he had his little coins. He had, the stuff on his table, and me and Ethan, we just came in there and we just wrecked havoc.
Jesus.
We said, what?
We walked up to the table, and I just go, supple boys, fuck his table up. And he was like, guys, you can't just.
It's pretty bold because, like, he's a lawyer. Like, he knows what he can do to you.
Well, technically, I think the contracts, the paperwork will still show that he owns us. So,
I forgot about that part.
I don't know what that necessarily means in this matter. I think then he could just fire us, maybe, and then he wouldn't own us anymore.
Yeah.
So, are you excited for my whatnot tonight, Chip?
Are you coming to the whatnot too, Chip? You gonna bid on the sketch he's doing?
Is that like a mystery Slipknot concert? What are you talking about?
Do you not know what whatnot is?
I see you post about it. You're gonna do like a whatnot, and I'm like,
he doesn't know.
What's the difference between that and a fucking TikTok and this?
Whatnot makes me gobs of money. This is I don't even know how to access the money that this show makes.
Gobs of money.
Oh, so what? So tell me what is Whatnot?
It's just
live. The fact that it makes you money, which is
live
always
imagine Twitch meets eBay.
All right. And what are you whatnotting?
I'll be selling books from stagworldshop.com, and I'll be drawing a Spider-Man sketch, and I will be stripping.
Huh. That's a lot. But between that and this, that's a lot of things you're doing besides your actual job.
I know. That's a problem that I will deal with later.
All right.
So, Chip, the salmon on top of what looks like a red polo?
No, it's just
another pink.
Just another pink. Yeah.
It's quite a bit.
Is that from Nordstrom Rack?
Oh,
more. Got more pink there. I got pink heel.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bit of a pink day.
Did you
Breast
intentionally
Cancer
wear
Awareness
socks?
Month, Chip? You're very.
I want you to always be aware.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Ryan. Griffin interrupted you.
Did you intentionally wear those socks to match, or I've only matched clothes to socks like twice in my life.
No, I mean, obviously I'm pretty well put together, so that's not an accident.
Okay.
It's not an accident.
All right.
Chip, did you happen to get a chance to read that script we sent you yet?
No.
You haven't looked at it.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I didn't even finish reading the email.
Okay.
Like I read like the first line about a script and I closed the email. So, yeah, I'm sure it's great. So
I'm sure the email is really good.
I'm sorry. Oh no, I did read the script. It's great. Good job.
You mind if can we put that on the trade?
Yeah, you can write. Great. Good job.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for your support.
No,
Would you like me to? I could say something about Batman.
You can put this on there.
Okay.
Stunning accomplishment from lackluster people.
Stunning accomplishment from two idiots. Could we maybe, we'll throw an ellipses in there somewhere.
Sorry, I'm
stunning accomplishment.
Island Mango Kombucha.
Yeah.
So have you seen
Batman money? I'll show you. $4.99. That's how much I spend on drinks. Because I can.
Have you seen all the stuff that the Supple Boys are up to now, Chip?
I mean,
where aren't we
not.
at the end of the day?
Well, I know they're doing Matt Rosenberg's podcast.
Yeah, what else are you doing?
Because
we worked with Matthew Rosenberg.
Didn't know how to contact literally anyone else.
Well, we're having a great time. Ideas Don't Bleed is available now over at ashcanpress.com. It's a real fun show. We got some bonus content coming your guys' way tomorrow. We're also working with a man named Brian Michael Bendis, who you, I think, are familiar with, Chip.
How the fuck did that happen?
That's what I was going to get at.
We're very good at our job.
Well, first of all, it's a conflict of interest because of Brian and the way Brian feels about him.
Yeah, listen, that's true.
We've talked about it. We sat down at the negotiations table. We said, can you guys put aside your differences?
First of all, I know you didn't because you just called it a negotiations table. Jesus Christ.
What is it? What is it not?
Sorry, you're handling Bendis's what? Like his laundry? What are you doing?
We're helping him with the Substack endeavor, the Jinx World on Substack.
Fucking hell.
Hey, you guys should start a new podcast called Failing Up.
Pretty good, yeah.
Chip, we could. I mean, doors still open.
I can tell you, Ryan. Almost every time I'm on here, almost immediately afterwards, one of these fuckers emails me. He's like, "That was great. You're a real breath of fresh air on that podcast." I'll tell you what, boy, oh boy, if you ever decide to do something like this, I know Ethan and I would just be over the moon to assist you in any way possible. Is this true?
And
that's italicized, the last any way possible.
We do not say boy, oh boy.
Yes, you do.
We say man, oh man, Chip.
No, he says boy, oh man, which is even weirder.
Chip, did you know that both of these idiots got COVID in New York?
That makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I mean, what can I say?
Are you feeling okay, man?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay,
they were sharing gummies with each other the whole time. One would suck on one for a little bit, and then they'd throw it back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking let some people into this goddamn show. It's about time. It's been 13 minutes. They've been waiting patiently. We're going to get some people in here. Let's start with Abigail.
Hey.
What's up?
Hello, Abigail. Brandon. Andy.
What's up? Oh, yeah. Nice, Andy.
Tyler.
Sorry, I'm trying to Kira over here.
The hierarchy changer.
That's right. The hierarchy of power is going to be changed.
It's happening right now as we speak. Steve is here. John is here. I think that's going to be it. No, Bradical made it in. And that's all we can fit on the screen for now. I see a lot of folks trying to get in here because it's a very popular stream. We're very good at what we do, Chip. And so if you guys just hang on, we'll be able to get you guys in here a little bit later in the show. So we're going to talk to these folks, and then later we'll cycle some new folks in.
That's a pretty good Venom.
Thank you.
It is a pretty good Venom. Ryan's
Do you
Venom.
miss drawing Venom?
No. I mean, no.
No?
Nope. I like what I'm doing now.
He's drawn Vanish now, Chip.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Heard about
Did you
that?
hear about it?
114,000
Oh, did you hear about it where everybody's talking about it all the time?
copies. Issue 1 for sprinting.
I read about it on Bleeding Cool whenever you slip Rich Johnson another
Hey,
$20
Skeph's
bill.
here. Skeph's here. Skeph is
Skeph.
a whatnot stalwart. The greatest whatnot in the world. I don't know about that. Tony's is great. Strange Tales to Collect. All great guys. Doing great stuff over there. Oh, I'm forgetting the other one. He's going to be pissed.
Come on, Ryan. These are your new cohorts. You can't.
Oh, sorry. I gotta
like that.
I gotta answer a question I just saw pop up. Brandon said, "Chip, why is Public Domain 5 on shelves but not collected on your Substack?" That was just a bad timing. It's going up tomorrow. I tried to dovetail it all, so I was like putting them all out so they both ended at the same time.
You George R. R. Martin yourself.
But I effed it up.
I like that we did a little bit of a gotcha on here.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, I've been shamed.
Hello, everybody.
Added in right after I typed that.
What's
Well,
that?
now
Sorry?
you can ask him. Now you can ask him live, Brandon. Now
Yeah,
you can say,
if
Chip.
you have any more gotcha
Just step
questions.
into the mic. Step into the mic and say it to my face, Brandon.
Yeah, I kind of thought I just wasn't going to be added, so I went for it.
You're here now, sir.
You sniveling piece of shit. I see you.
Honestly, Brandon, you do snivel.
A little bit.
You got a little snivel in you.
Yeah.
That's what
I
they
don't
say.
know what I
That's
don't even
how
know
I
what
got to where I
sniveling
am
actually
in
is.
life, so.
Jesus, Ryan, you're already almost done with this thing. What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on here. I forgot to do a layout before I got on, so I just started drawing it, and here we are.
Looks great. It really does. I'm giving you an actual compliment.
Oh, thank you, Chip. I love you.
Love you too.
You know, the
what?
truth
I
is,
respect you.
the truth is, Chip, I love you.
Oh, warms my heart.
Ryan, what is happening? What are you doing? Did someone slip you something?
I don't have COVID. I just took another test because I was feeling crappy again today. So I'm just sick.
He's just sick. This is what happens.
Love-
There's something
love
going
sick.
wrong in his brain.
Yeah, it's just another random brain illness.
It's fair. Chip, have you ever contracted the old coronavirus?
No. And it's pretty funny because I'm in Toronto right now. I flew back, and I got here and it's like, oh, I looked around, the pandemic's over. I'm like, I was the only person in a mask anywhere. I'm just like, oh, this is wild. I just see my friends out and about, and they'd be like, yeah, it's so weird. No one's wearing masks anymore. And then they just walk in somewhere without a mask. I'm like, oh, I don't understand. I've been in the woods too long. It's all over. But I'm also the only one of my friends who hasn't caught it or had a cold or anything in 3 years. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll put on a mask when I'm shopping for groceries.
Well, Joey B said it's over. He said it's done.
That's it, eh?
The pandemic has ended.
Did he say that?
He did. So
yeah, he was like, the pandemic is over, but also we should be careful with this pandemic. It's like, come on, man. Come on. I don't want to get political on here, but
But you just did,
Come on.
and now it's
Wake
ruined.
up. Wake up.
all right.
I think he's
Welcome
pretty
to
universally loved, Chip, so
Chip.
Oh,
Politics.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. I didn't realize that.
you got to be careful. No one dislikes him over here.
No,
Not
I-
one single person.
It's true.
I'm sorry. Yeah, again, Canadian. I apologize. I'll stick to
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
bashing
real quick.
Trudeau.
Fellow Canadian here.
Oh,
Yeah.
So now you guys got your own stuff going on with King Charles. Was it April? April, he's gonna be officially King Charles.
There'll
I'm
be
gonna tell
3
you-
prime ministers before then, so 3 more.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't give a shit about Charles.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
Let's see.
Not at all. Yeah. Go close on me. I don't give a shit about Charles. Not my king.
Oh my God! You are
The
gonna get
official
so much trouble.
stance of
Monarchy.
Chip Zdarsky via the KLC press live.
Did I
stream.
did I ever tell you about
When you met Charles?
yeah.
No.
Soul?
No, when I was
Charles
a cartoonist for the newspaper here in Canada, him and Camilla. You might remember Camilla from his love letter comparing her to a menstruating woman, and he wanted to be the tampon in her. Anyways, that's a legit love letter he wrote. So they came to Canada to do a little tour around, wave to the commoners, and the newspaper tasked me to join the royal tour bus to follow them everywhere. So I had to get like a background check and everything, and like an official royal seal to do this. And it was like the biggest horseshit I've ever experienced, where we just follow these old people everywhere, which they just like wave at people at like a donkey farm, and then wave at people at some shitty Canadian castle, and go to like an agricultural fair. But while I'm on the bus, I'm talking to all these other like actual royal reporters, and they talk about the royals like they're in a fantasy football league and they're the players. Like, oh, I think Prince Andrew's going to have a good year. I'm like, yeah, he's never going to have a good year. And it's just like the royals are useless, but the people reporting on them were even more useless. Like, these were grown men whose like entire lives revolved around following people who were born into this family at the opening of fucking whatever. Like, I don't even. Like a mall, like some British mall, and then they have to write stories on it. It's like one of the stupidest jobs I can imagine, and the biggest waste of a life than being a royal reporter.
If Rich Johnson's here, could he clip it out, and put it on Bleeding Cool page 1?
Great.
Anti-monarchist Chip Zdarsky.
Oh damn!
You could have your
own. You could have your own January 6th.
Well, I was going to say they should storm that castle, that palace. Imagine living in a thing called a palace. You're just born and you just get it. Oh, I just get this.
I bet they have perspective, though. They feel,
that's true.
They feel kind of real.
Yeah, you know what? Hashtag not all royals.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Abigail, how are you this evening here on October 20th? 2022.
Oh, I'm pretty good, although I'm kind of self-isolating right now. Like, I don't have COVID, my dad does.
Ugh.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I was the one that had to test him, so I'm kind of worried that I might be getting it.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
I'll give you $1,000 if you go find Chip and give it to him.
Chip, you're in Toronto, are you?
I'm in Toronto. Where are you, Abigail?
Markham.
Very close. Very close.
we could make this happen. How much?
This could actually happen within the hour. So,
how much in your PayPal, Abigail, to get you over to Chip Zdarsky's personal home and cough directly in his face?
Just hock a loogie right on him.
Whoa! Who said hock a loogie? Tyler, come on. Yeah. Shut your camera off. Shame. A simple cough would be good enough.
More than enough, I think. Yeah.
I tested negative, so
that's good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So self-isolating, of course. Ethan and I were just in quarantine ourselves, so we know all about that. Have you been? I mean, in spirit. Of course, we have each other on Skype next to each other. It's just like he's on the computer over here, and I'm in my bed. We just look over at each other. But Abigail, you've been. Gotcha. Did you watch or read anything recently that any spooky stuff? It is spooky season. Halloween is upon us.
Oh, not really anything spooky, but I did watch and finish Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
I heard it's quite good. He's a Studio Trigger, yeah?
Yeah. And also reading like the Dan Slott and Mark Bagley Spider-Man #1. I made sure to get your cover, Ryan.
Oh, there it is, Ryan.
Look at that. That's
very good.
How is it?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. First issue is pretty good, but you can hear the rest of my thoughts on my podcast.
Yeah,
good. Nice. Tease it out. You're good. You're better than the Supple Boys.
Good. Please, you got to drop the name.
Go Spider Groupies.
Go Spider Groupies, and you're on all podcast apps at this point. Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever reviewed any of my work?
we only read all of the stuff that's related to Gwen. So if you do something with Gwen, we'll have you on the show.
Probably not. She died back in like 1978 or something. So I don't know.
73,
I don't know.
and this is
73.
like just Spider Gwen, where we don't touch upon the original Gwen Stacy.
There's a Spider Gwen.
What is this? What is this bit? What's he doing? So Ghost Spider Group is still going strong. I'm glad to hear it. The cyberpunk anime is getting a lot of good press out of the gate, a lot better than the game did when it first launched, of course.
You mean when the game got no good press out of the gate?
No good press. Maybe ever. I don't know. Is it good? Is it one of those instances of it came out and it was really bad and now it's good
fun in it.
a year later?
Fun in it.
I don't know. So Spider-Man by Dan Slott and Mark Bagley, of course. I grew up on some Dan Slott Spider-Man, so it's been pretty exciting to know that he's back. And Mark Bagley, of course, is incredible. I loved all his stuff that he did recently on those Beyond chapters. I was really into. So I just picked it up yesterday, so I haven't been able to check it out just yet because I was dying of COVID because I went to New York City to support Ryan Stegman and also my bank account.
I also attempted and failed to get Comic-Con badges.
Which kind? You're saying New York?
San Diego. The sale was for returning members last week. I didn't make it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was surprised to hear a bunch of folks who had previously been to San Diego while we were in New York that said New York was somehow bigger than San Diego, and for some reason I just always thought San Diego was like the biggest, baddest convention there was, but apparently New York was way more packed than that, which great, awesome. I'm really
there's
glad
another opportunity to get badges for open registration, but if I don't get that, you'll probably see me at New York next year.
Beautiful. I'm sure we'll be there. Ryan Stegman, are we going to New York City Comic Con 2023?
I'm quitting comics.
Oh, wow. What are you going to do instead?
Probably
OnlyFans?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Mow lawns.
Who's going to do what now?
Doing OnlyFans. No, I'm not going to draw anymore. I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to draw. You can sell off all of your old stuff. You could sell every single one of those books on your shelf back there. You could sign them. Ryan Stegman comp copy of this random anatomy textbook you got in
never opened. Never opened.
Oh shit!
Shit, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
He's proud of himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Proud of myself.
Well, Abigail, I hope the open registration goes well for you. I don't know. Maybe this upcoming San Diego will be the first one Ethan and I get out to. But also, I don't know if I want to get COVID again that soon. So we'll see. I just seem to be so cursed. I got COVID last year after New York City. I got it again this year after New York City. It's like a running theme almost.
It's crazy. Were you like masked up the whole time?
We were masked up in the Javits Center, except for when we were doing the whatnot streams. But
because your face sells.
Of course, yeah,
makes sense.
I mean, that's what people are tuning into. Like at the end of the day, that's what they're showing up for.
I didn't wear a mask at all, and I didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a bit of a crapshoot.
Yeah, I'd always thought I'd be the first one in my family to get it just because of the places that I've been to this past summer. I went around maskless, except for Comic-Con, where I wore a mask all the time.
It's so fun. It's almost like there's zero consistency to any of it, and I should just give in to the unexpected quality of the universe. But yeah, so it was fun. It was fun, Ryan. I had a good time at Comic-Con with you.
Hey, Chip, you want to hear a cool story?
Yeah, I do.
While I was at New York Comic-Con, my wife came down with COVID. Well, she came down with COVID just before I left, and she told me I should go anyway because she wanted me to make money. And then, while she had COVID and she couldn't be around the kids, and she had sent them into the basement. The basement flooded with sewage. That's pretty cool.
And that's where your office is, Ryan. Are you just sitting there just huffing shit fumes while you do this?
We've already got it all torn up. My office was spared.
Beautiful.
We're redoing a bunch of the basement now because of it.
That's a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Allred, have you ever had to deal with your septic tank getting fucked right next to your office, or he's got to think about it?
There was an instance where a toilet like overflowed on the second floor and it went through the ceiling, like the toilet fell in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But the really embarrassing part, funny that you say Jesus, is because it was at a church Disciple Now weekend at my Sunday school teacher's house. And like they were asleep, and at like 2 a.m, I had to like break down their bedroom door, like help, and it's just like flooding their kitchen from the toilet.
Wow,
like
for a second, I thought you were going to say
10,
Jesus
12-year-old
flooded the
boys
toilet.
that were using this restroom all weekend, and just it was bad.
It would have been kind of funny if the
Menaces.
toilet fell through the ceiling and landed on your head. I gotta be honest.
Like a classic little Looney Tunes like anvil, just
Yeah, and then he runs in to get the people that can help him, and he has the toilet on his head still.
What do you think?
Nobody
What do you
else
think
thinks
of
this
that,
would be
Brandon?
funny.
Like
I think
the whole toilet.
Ryan,
Like
I think you
yeah.
should draw
The
that
bull
into
part
your
or the
issue
tank
advantage.
part?
That should be a thing.
Yeah, it'll be in Vanish for sure.
It's gonna be in the schlub.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely a thing that happens in this.
Maybe it'll be in the
Vanish
Vanish Schlub crossover.
Oh, all
The
right.
crossover. Wait, and that'll happen in crossover.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
All right.
Chip write that
come on.
issue. I think
What's
Chip
that?
should write that issue. Of
Oh, yeah.
Chip,
crossover.
you wanna write that crossover?
Yeah, I
issue?
got nothing else going on.
Did you move
No
back
argument
Did
here.
you move back to Toronto, or were you just where you were for the summer?
No, I'm just here for a couple of weeks visiting.
Oh.
It's funny all the mention of sewage because my house is rented out, but my studio is like the separate garage, so I've been using the studio, and I've had to rent an Airbnb nearby so I can run to that to do my business and sleep. But it's like a really shitty basement Airbnb that smells like sewage. So every night I just go home and climb into my sewage stinking bed in the basement.
Weep.
Well,
Yeah.
that narrows down the places where I have to hunt you down.
Oh my god.
Also, I walked by the house last to access the basement entrance, and I'm pretty sure I saw the guy who owns the house just in front of the window with the blinds just slightly open, just lying naked, fully just jerking it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna die. I'm there for like 15 days. I'm going to die.
That is sexy.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
survive,
obviously
sounds
part
like
of
you-
it was sexy, but the other part
Yeah.
was just like, oh, that guy can enter my place at any time.
If you survive, it sounds like you got a book out of it, though.
Listen,
That's true.
you gotta get fully nude if you're gonna jerk off.
There's no in between.
You can't half-ass
I mean-
it.
I mean, there is a bit of a logic to that.
Yeah.
There's a bit of logic to that.
Brandon, what you been watching, reading, listening to that you'd like to share with?
Well, I love
panel?
Vanish issue 2.
Oh, thank you.
And
Oh, yes.
Coming out
currently-
Wednesday.
You guys have read issue 2, or at least had
Yes.
had the opportunity to. What'd you guys think?
It's pretty good. That opening was unexpected for sure.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna get any heat for that. Like negative heat, but we'll see.
I mean, let's be real. Like, there are people who weren't even born that day reading comics now. So
Yeah.
it's whatever. I think you'll be
Did-
fine.
Did you do something with Pearl Harbor again?
I mean,
Close.
not far from it. Yeah.
I haven't read it, but I kind of piece it together. What you've done.
Jamie Collin, I just want to answer her question real quick. She said that Venom is spectacular. He is her favorite character. Aside from Vanish, of course, is Venom my favorite series to sketch. Venom's up there. Spider-Man's up there. Batman's up there. You know, all that stuff. So but Venom has to be up there now. But that's
Absolutely.
Great,
That's
decisive answer.
the art Jedi says not enough kids smoking in issue 10 or issue 2, 0 out of 10. That's a bummer.
I mean, there was a bunch of kids smoking in that building, or would have been, but
Jesus.
Whoa.
Whoa.
sorry.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
guys, look at this foil of issue 2.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Wow.
That'd be something to auction off at Whatnot, I assume, right?
Yeah. Yes, it
I
will
don't
be.
know if someone
Do you
wants
just-
to.
Do you just sign it for yourself? Is that what that was? You got it? You just signed it?
We're selling it on Whatnot. It's got to be signed. Look at that foil.
Don't they have to witness you
This was
signing it?
drawn. This was drawn on this stream, and used it and given away to a KLC
Mhm.
Press member. And now it's a
It's
cover.
true. It's true.
And
It's
it's
sitting
over
right
to-
here. I finally have it in my hands. It'll be shipped out next week. I wanted to. When I was picking up the art, Ryan, you were so gracious. I asked if you
I
had
let
a
you into
copy
my
of
house.
issue 2. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, "Do you have a copy of issue 2? I want to read it." I didn't want to read the PDF, and he said, "Yeah, here you go." He gave me this Steg World exclusive, the what Frank Thierry calls a naked variant, and he signed it to Griffin. Stay strong, Ryan Stegman. Which
Yeah, and I meant it.
I
And
appreciate.
then he
that.
immediately got COVID.
No, he had COVID when he came into my house.
Oh,
I did not
Jesus.
have COVID currently at that moment. I had recently had COVID,
Okay.
but
Can I tell you something real quick? I went
Yeah.
to my bowling league this week. I've talked about bowling on here before.
I don't know if you
and-
have. Have
I
you?
don't think you have.
I don't know. I'm in a bowling league. It's the best.
Are you good?
Highly recommended. No, I'm not good. I'd say I'm probably like the 5th worst in the entire league. But most of these guys have been like doing it their whole lives, and I'm getting better. But anyway, the guy that runs the league, he's like the president of the league or whatever. Well, he didn't come bowl this week because he had COVID. Well, at the end, we have to give him all the scorecards, and as if we couldn't have just like put it in his mailbox or something, he came in with a mask on, and he's like, "Yeah, I just came in to pick up the stuff. I still have COVID." And he's just walking around the place saying hi to everybody, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't only just have COVID, I also have the flu."
What?
And everybody's like, "Get the fuck out of here! What is going on?" He didn't seem to get it though. He just kind of kept going about his business, and I just kept washing my hands.
Are you trying to say bowling is not more important?
I think that bowling league has a lot of people who are very skeptical about COVID.
Yeah, that sounds
Let's
like
just put it that way.
We're gonna keep trucking here. This is what happens when there's a single supple boy on the show. We're about 2 people deep, 40 minutes in. No, one supple boy and a Chip Zdarsky appearance so early on. Good lord.
Oh, should I keep working on this? Oh, whoops! You're not supposed to.
Oh, what is? Whoa! Hey, whoa!
Whoa.
People can
Oh,
pre-screen.
what a
Bunch of
tease.
tease.
Andy, sweet. It was a pleasure to meet you at New York City Comic Con, sir. I don't think you got COVID from the Supple Boys, which I'm
No,
I'm
but I did
glad.
feel a little sick after I started interacting with you supplely boys. So
Yeah, I mean
No.
that's just what happens when you're in the presence of too much supple. If you're around it too long,
oh
you
yeah.
know, you're just gonna start feeling that way a little bit. If your body's
Oh,
not
yeah.
used to it, you know, it's up. It's up in the air though. It could have been anything. But what have you been doing since then? Watching,
Well,
reading, listening to.
Well, I'm watching the new Chucky series. That's been good.
Yeah.
Season 2 is out on Sci-Fi. You should all give it a watch.
Okay, I've heard it's quite good. I'm not much of a Child's Play fan. I saw that remake a couple of years ago, and I thought that was
Oh.
pretty
It was
bad.
Terrible.
lame.
That's a whole different
I liked-
studio.
I like the idea of Mark Hamill doing Chucky, but to no avail, I guess.
Yeah.
Chip, you're a huge Chucky fan. Everybody knows that. You've been watching the show. How do you feel about it?
I love evil dolls. Always have, always will.
Mm-hmm.
The eviler the doll, the better. The more dollish, the better.
Mm-hmm.
If
You're very
only-
excited
if
for-
o- Yeah, if only there's a way to stop a tiny fake character.
Mm-hmm. How would you
They'll
personally?
never figure it out.
How would you stop Chucky?
Probably shoot him.
Yeah, just like in Vanish.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd say
one of my
fuck
many-
dolls. and
It was
then
one of my
blam.
many guns. And then I'd
Mhm.
probably melt him.
Fuck
All right,
Dolls
well,
has a
we'll-
totally
I'd probably
different-
move. I don't know. I'd probably just get out of there. Speaking of getting out of there, I gotta get out of here because I gotta go record an episode of Manga Splaining, my hit podcast that everyone should be checking out.
All right, I'll come
to
be
learn
on it.
about real comics. We actually do need some more kind of North American comic creators on it because
That's what I'm
at
saying.
this
You
point,
haven't invited me. Why?
I know,
told
but
you
at
a
this
million
point,
times.
I'm kind of like an expert now. So the whole premise is falling apart. So we need someone just absolutely fucking stupid like you on. So we have to slowly explain what manga is.
Why don't you do an episode about like a romance manga? Because I've never read one.
Oh, you would love Tokyo Terror Girls.
I think that my son gets embarrassed when I catch him reading romance.
You might
manga.
also like Kanban generic romance. Anyways, I could go on and on about manga because I'm a bit of a manga head now. But I'm gonna leave. So
Shit,
Goodbye.
if I finish this by the time you leave, can I join the show with you?
ooh, you got number 4. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can follow along and just listen. All right, bye.
I'm
Makes sense on the fourth one, or?
Christ.
Why don't we let him?
Finally, my God, we got room for Tom Gomez now. Ryan Miguel. My apologies. We'll get you in here as soon as we can. Danny's hopped into the green room. Still plenty of folks trying to get in. We'll rotate some folks out in just a moment here. Andy, Chucky, Akira. What else? Anything else?
Vanish issue 2.
It was great.
It was good.
God damn it.
Oh,
Ryan,
he
you're too good
downgraded
at
you
it.
from great to good. Did you hear that?
well.
You said it was great, and he said
Oh,
it was
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It was
I don't know.
fine. It was meh.
It was subpar at best.
Oh no.
It was good. I liked it. Ryan, the art is always a gem. So that
Thank
was
you.
good. And yeah, I like the intro caught me off guard. I'm not gonna make a joke like Tyler did. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Thank goodness.
Everyone has to shame Tyler
It
now.
was good, and I'm excited for issue 3.
Cool. Yeah, no, this one's kind of the first one we threw so much out there that we tried to slow this one down, and issue 3 just goes completely ham again. It's crazy.
Yeah, it felt like a good breath between like issue 1 and issue 3. Like issue 1 was so bombastic, then issue 2 was like, okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And we'll be sure to talk more about it on a future stream once it's out on stands, of course. October 26th, next Wednesday. Check it out. Did you have something, Ryan?
Yeah, this is just important to me. Jester Lou asks, should you really be doing a sport that could hurt your hand? Guess what? I draw left-handed. I play sports right-handed.
Look at that. He doesn't have to worry about it, Jester Lou. That's incredible. Skeff earlier was asking if you'd ever tried drawing Venom with your right hand.
Maybe I could do that right now.
Ooh, a right-handed Venom sketch.
Say that
Let's
for
take
the
a look at
Whatnot stream and make some money off of it.
Oh my God. He's going to make plenty of money off the Whatnot stream. He doesn't need it. I got a lot of people trying to get into the green room. Abigail, Brandon, Andy, is it okay if I cycle you guys out so we can get some folks in here in the last few minutes?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Beautiful. As always, stay tuned, see if there's any room later, and we'll try and get you back in here. But until then, we will see you guys soon. It's a pleasure getting to see you again.
Pleasure as always.
See you guys.
Yeah, I'll be on the Whatnot.
All right, cool. See you there.
We'll see you in there, Abigail.
This is really hard.
It's really hard, he says. He's wah. I'm making too much money off of Venom. Ryan, Miguel, Danny, and then let's see here. I'm gonna have to kick you guys from the studio. I'm sorry, kick is a really tough sounding word. I don't mean it that bad. Okay, If there's anyone else that wants to try and hop into the green room, there's a little bit of space. So get on in here, and we'll see if we can get you in before the end of the show. Tyler, I don't even know if we can say anything to you, dude. I don't even know.
He shouldn't be
You're
allowed
looking-
to speak today.
Yeah,
I
he
will
got
say
canceled.
you're looking much better than the last time I saw you,
Oh
which was
my
when
God.
we were both in that coffee shop down a couple blocks down from
Jesus.
our hotel on that Monday after New York City Comic Con. Both of
Yeah.
us just absolutely just fucked and
It's-
just
We were
most
looking
sleep
worse for
deprived.
wear. Like,
It
I
was,
roomed with you and Ethan for, what, 4 days?
Yes, that's why Ethan and I both got COVID. It's because Ethan came down before me. Don't know where or how he got it, but he got it, and we shared a bed, as Supple Boys always do. Our good friend Chris Hacker, who was also in the room with us, got out scot-free.
Yeah, Chris.
Tyler Janes, that was sleeping on the floor in his sleeping bag. Look at that. It worked out, didn't it?
You like the right move, because, I mean, yeah, I
You were
dodged it
below the
before
germ
and then
cloud.
during, because my roommate currently has COVID, and so
Mm.
they're in a different house now. But I almost had the scare, but then I was confirmed negative. Went to New York Comic Con. You two tried your hardest to give it to me.
So hard.
And I got it.
Ethan, there was a point where Ethan turned to you, coughed directly into your mouth. And he said, "Tyler, why don't can you open wide real quick? I gotta check something real fast." And then he,
I thought it was gonna give me like a tonsil check, like a
as
fool.
you do. Ethan loves doing tonsil checks. It's one of his favorite things
He's
to
notorious for him.
Ryan, it's looking pretty good. Not gonna
Thank
lie.
you.
Yeah, that looks good.
I think you're gonna pull it off in inks.
You
Maybe I'm
should
just
do more
old.
stuff with your right hand.
Yeah, maybe this is
Yeah.
how I'm going to draw from now on.
It's almost experimental.
It is kind of fun. I don't
Have
know
you
why I've
never
tried this.
tried it?
I mean,
'Cause, like,
maybe like a
are
little
you-
tiny drawing, but I've never inked
When
something
you
right
say
handed.
like you draw with your left, you play sports with your right. What is like what you consider your dominant hand?
Well, I don't know. It's all over the place. So like, there's like some sports that I'll play left-handed. I can play. I can hit like I can swing a baseball bat both,
Mhm.
and then I
You're
can
a switch hitter.
Yeah,
That's what
and
they call- that's
if
what
I
they
throw
call
a
it.
frisbee, I throw it left-handed for some reason.
Okay.
Any like tools I'll use left-handed. When I eat with my left hand, but if I'm using a knife, then I eat with my right hand because I want to use. It's all over the place.
You're a mess. You're a freak of nature, really.
Yeah.
I think is what we're getting at. What do you got there, Danny? I see you holding this up.
I
Oh
got,
my!
New York Comic Con exclusive from Ariel Diaz.
Hell yeah.
My.
that rules.
Picked it up at Dallas Fan Festival. She still had a few. And I commissioned her to do a sketch on my cover of Vanish. So I'll show you
Nice.
guys that when I get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Very-
please do.
she's
Drop it in
great.
the Discord.
Yeah,
That's
I'll drop
sweet.
it in. Very excited.
Hell yeah, man. Okay, Tyler. Fine. What you been watching, reading, listening? Are you seeing Black Adam tonight? When are you seeing Black Adam?
I am seeing it at 9 o'clock.
You gotta let us know as soon as the hierarchy of power changes. You have to text me.
Oh, when it changes, you'll be the second to know.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
What's the reviews on that are bad, right?
I've heard.
They
I
are
called
not
my
great.
dad, and my dad said, "Oh, you're seeing Black Adam? I hear it's terrible."
Yeah, Kenny showed me a review yesterday. The reviewer called it anti-entertaining.
Wow,
I think they're
that's
Jeez.
intense. I mean, it almost makes me more excited. Speaking of, looks like Sean Carter's also going to be there. Says Chocolate Supple Boy would be there if he wasn't at the movies,
I miss you.
which I can only assume is Black Adam, unless he's a real big
No, Ticket to Paradise.
He's
for
watching
sure.
Amsterdam.
Halloween Ends fan.
I love
He's got to
this Sean
see
Carter.
how that shit wraps up. I haven't seen it yet. I'm seeing it next week. I'm very excited.
I loved it. I don't care what anyone says. It was a fun time, and it was the Twin Peaks movie that we haven't gotten yet. since
Wow,
1990.
What was?
Halloween
Halloween
Ends
Ends.
gave me such James from Twin Peaks vibes the entire time with a certain character.
Loved
It's-
it.
Okay.
It's so schlocky and it's
So
very
bad.
emo core. It's like an emo that I haven't seen in a long time.
Is it formally better or worse than Halloween Kills?
It
It's
is better
bad.
than Halloween Kills by
Better.
a good margin. I think the Halloween Kills was rough. It was a rough watch. This one at least had an actual vision and did something different with the franchise.
Everyone thought
it's a fun
Evil was
time.
gonna die that night, and it didn't.
Evil will never die. Let me tell you, Evil will always be there. And I know that because I also watched The School for Good and Evil on Netflix.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's like a based on one of those like YA like fantasy books. It's like a totally not a total like a Harry Potter ripoff.
Everybody's just doing Harry Potter ripoffs.
Yeah,
these
Harry Potter
days.
ripoff.
Hey!
I mean,
Speaking of Harry
Potter's a
Potter-
rip-off of something too. So right.
Oh yeah,
Books of Magic.
Books of Magic.
Yeah, Books of
That's-
Magic.
That's
So.
exactly that.
It's really a Once Beecher King ripoff if you want to get like real nitty gritty.
All right.
Yeah,
Look, we
School of
don't
Book and
all
Evil,
know stuff.
bad. Don't watch School of Book and Evil. I saw it as a screener a day before it came out. Didn't know it was a day before because I stayed up like real late watching it, and then it was just on Netflix. It wasn't worth
There
it.
you go.
Don't
Look at
watch School of Book and
Mr.
Evil.
Big Shot Screener Man over here, getting his DVDs in the mail, or how'd they send it to you? A little file?
It's just like a
Little
link to
Google
like
Drive?
a Netflix weird site where it's like there's an intro by like Paul Feig directed it, so it was intro by him, like weird.
Oh,
like,
Fig!
Paul Feig, the man himself.
Let's go.
All right, somebody's gonna win this right-handed sketch.
Look at that
Someone's
right-hand
winning-
signature.
Someone's winning right-handed Venom. We'll see who later, though. For now, let's talk to Steve. Steve, we also got to say hi. New
Yes,
York,
we
it was
did.
great.
It was
It was
wonderful.
fantastic. Glad you did
Yep.
not get sick.
Nope, didn't
Um,
get sick.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What you been up to in the couple of weeks since?
Halloween ends.
Okay. Also a fan? Yeah.
Yeah, a fan for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
I think
what,
I'm
well, what
maybe
have you thought
only
of the
one in the
other
PAX
two?
theater that liked it. Lots
What
of
did you think
walkouts.
of the previous two Gordon Green ones?
I love 2018. That's when
Okay.
it was, right? 2018.
Yeah.
Yep. Kills. I mean, lived up to its name. That's pretty much all it was, right?
Sure.
Kills.
Sure. Yeah.
And yeah. And then I really liked this one. Thought it was interesting.
I
A
just
nice
watched. I watched did my yearly viewing of the original last night. The movie is so fucking tight. It
Yep.
holds up so goddamn well every single time. Every single time I watch it, it's so goddamn good.
I mean, you can't beat a John Carpenter score.
Oh my god. Is he still doing? Is it his
Yeah.
kid
Yep.
still doing
Him
the
and his
music?
kids, yeah.
Or-
Him, his kid, and the guy from the Kinks kid, I think. His Ray Davies' son.
Gotta also
Yep.
love this time of year when everyone's just sharing all their favorite John Carpenter bits too. That's always great.
Yep.
He's talking about how every time there's a new Halloween movie, he just kicks up his feet and checks appear in his hand. It's beautiful.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
so glad.
All he wants to do is sit back, play video games, and collect checks.
That's what he's doing, man.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
It's the dream, and he's living it. We all want to. He wants to do that Dead Space movie, though. I would
Yeah.
shit myself. That'd be sweet. A John Carpenter Dead Space movie. Fucking give it to me, man. What the hell? All right. Halloween ends. Anything else of note?
Started reading Bitterroot.
I hung out with
Great book.
Sanford a bunch in New York. I mean, I've hung out with him before, but he's like one of the best dudes ever.
Yeah, I got a commission from him. He did Throg for me. If you go on Felix's or Sanford's Twitter, it's posted on there, and it's
All right,
really
I'll check
good.
it out. Yeah,
It's
he's
like
great.
shockingly good. I
Ryan
gasped
introduced
when he handed it to
me
me.
and
Yeah.
Ryan introduced me, Ethan, and Tyler to him as his
Very nice
children.
Oh yeah.
he was
Well,
very
no.
like children, and he's like, yeah, and then you're like, how old are they? And you're like 13.
Then you did like a weird like you're almost like you were a pimp, and it was like a weird bit that we just
Oh,
kind of like
yeah.
went along with.
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
say that you were
I
gonna
didn't let
pimp
up
us
on
out.
it.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
that's
kept
true.
going with it. It was good. It was good. And then you thought that I was doing a bit when you introduced us to Mike Del Mundo as well, and I was like saying that I couldn't hear you because it was so loud in McHale's, and you thought I was doing a bit, but I actually could not hear you. And then I heard you say at least Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, Spider-Man! I know Spider-Man. And then once we left the bar, Ethan was like, that was cool. I like Mike Del Mundo. And I was like, oh, fuck. That was him? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I genuinely couldn't hear anything. I'm a good 12 feet below Ryan Stegman's mouth. But it was a good time, nonetheless.
It was packed there. Especially Artist Alley was the craziest I've ever
Friday
seen.
was brutal.
I feel like I honestly haven't recovered. I'm still like my
Thursday
sleep is messed
was
up.
bliss. Thursday was like, oh, this is
Even
nice.
Sunday was pretty easy.
Sunday, yeah, it was still more than Thursday, I thought.
Except
but,
Pete Momoko's line, that was that was
Jesus
something.
Christ,
That was
Pete
something to
Momoko's
start.
line.
I got to witness that because she was doing those commissions, so I was going to stand in line before my Oscar Isaac autograph.
Oh, Danny, look what you got there.
He's got a little peach.
Is that
my comic shop, the owner of my comic shop, Sanctuary in Dallas, he brought this back for me from New York Comic Con, signed by Peach.
Nice.
Because he knows
awesome,
I love this book and Peach.
Yeah,
that's
You
sweet,
didn't get
man.
Scott to sign it? What the hell?
What the hell?
I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Like,
hey, listen, Scott's line was pretty extensive.
I have plenty of Scott autographs, luckily for me. So
got that powerhouse table over there. Little Scott and brother Greg action over there.
And Jock next to them, and
yeah, it was really awesome doing our whatnot stream with Jock.
Got them some
that
curry
was super
chicken
cool.
one time. That was fun.
Curry chicken that we paid for. Yes, we did.
Yes, that you paid for. Wait, no one paid for it, right?
No,
you thought
someone
that I
paid for it. No, we
the
definitely.
Javits Center paid for it.
We paid for it. It was paid for sure.
I can't have you guys going around robbing people.
It sounds like it was a good con for you, Steve. Yeah,
it was very good con. Got to see Jamie Lee Curtis too, which was cool.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
I was walking the show floor. Like Ethan and I spent like maybe a total of 10 minutes on the show floor, but the one of the couple of times we went out on it, there was just a bunch of people packed up, and they were all looking up, and we were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And we looked up, and Jamie Lee Curtis is in one of those glass booths, just waving at everybody, and everybody is fucking on the ground, like praising the deity Jamie Lee Curtis. I was like, "Wow, holy shit, that's Jamie Lee Curtis. That's fucking."
If you want to know where all the famous people actually are during the show, they're usually in those skyboxes, just like chilling away from all of the chaos. Like I was up there for a second. And Dan Harmon was just like chilling in the back, like talking like his assistant.
Yeah, I went up there to do an interview, and then I when I was up there, I was like, "This exists." I can go up here.
It was nice. It was nice. Not gonna lie, spent a good 10 minutes up there, and I was like, "Wow, you can breathe."
The place is much nicer with the add-on they did.
Was there an add-on?
That
like
whole
the back is like that used to be
like
just like a storage thing, and now it's a room.
Yeah, and it has the Empire stage and the whole glass area and all those other rooms. Yeah. It's nice.
Could have fooled me.
Well, you were in the basement the whole time.
yeah. John, how are you, my man?
Oh man, I'm doing great.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. What have you been up to? You didn't make it out to New York City, did you?
Nah. Hopefully next year, though. I haven't ever been to a con outside of Dallas, so maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I finished Rings of Power. Anybody?
Hell yeah.
Finale was Friday, so that was good.
Yeah, I've heard some mixed things, but I can't. It's already over, huh? The first season one's wrapped up.
Yes, yeah,
good. Yeah, it's good.
I might binge it. I'm not much for. I've been real bad about tuning into stuff. Recently, it's been just too busy. But I do love Lord of the Rings. So
yeah, if you love Lord of the Rings, I think you'll enjoy it. I mean, it's pretty good. And cinematically, it's just beautiful.
It really was. Okay. I watched one episode and I kind of want to watch more, but it looked so nice.
It is a commitment because the episodes are pretty long. Like each one's over an hour, I think. So, but it's good. And then yesterday got this in the mail. Speaking of whatnot.
Oh my! The comic sketch art exclusive.
Yeah.
Signed there, a little double sign action.
Yeah.
Mr. Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. Yes. Yeah. I did steal one of those too, by the way. Ryan Stegman.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Yeah, this is what
too
I'm
good.
talking about. You can't be robbing everybody.
It's sweet, right? It looks the foil looks great.
The foil looks so
Ryan,
good.
I'm a sucker for any foil variant. It's beautiful.
It's not just
I'm
you.
so glad
I've
they're
noticed
back in a big way.
We would have them on the table, and I'd be signing them. People who didn't even know what the book was would come up and be like, "Excuse me, can I buy one of those?"
Yes,
I just have to have this.
That's awesome.
We must have lost some folks. I guess I don't know who. Oh, Danny dropped out. Danny, he's got stuff to do. Bye, y'all. Sorry to drop. Going to see Black Adam, but maybe someone else can take my spot. Let me know. I got Chris and Jamie down here in the green room, but your cameras aren't on. So I mean, we'll have some space. You feel free to get them on if you would like to join. Otherwise, you got the private chat here. So no stress,
Iban's in the chat. Iban, it was great meeting you. We
yes,
Iban on the show.
Yes, absolutely.
He's got, good English. We can totally have him on the show.
Yeah, Iban, it was fantastic getting to say hi to you. Please, we'll get you. You have his email, Ryan Stegman?
Yep.
I would imagine. Great. We will get you on the show. It'll be fantastic. Andrew, aka Atomic Art, we also got to say hi to you. Welcome, sir.
Hello. This is the first time being on stream.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
Atomic. It's great. It's awesome to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Welcome,
What's
welcome,
up, bro?
welcome. We're gonna keep going here. John, anything else besides Rings of Power? You got your Vanish foil. What else?
Oh man, I don't know if anyone reads the Star Wars High Republic series, but they just launched their new phase.
Yeah,
and I just finished that book yesterday. Pretty good.
Yeah, I finished it today. It's good.
I am thoroughly behind on phase 1, but I love the whole initiative. I like the idea of it quite a bit. I would like to see more moves like that from Lucasfilm in publishing, of course, and beyond that. So, but I like everything that they're doing with High Republic, and obviously the stuff from our friend Charles Soule has been fantastic.
Yeah, I mean it's great for any Star Wars fan that it's just like a whole new era and world building. It's great.
Totally. Ryan loves it. He's told me about it.
I love what?
Yep. Well, sweet, man. Bradical, you're muted, my man.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
Yeah.
Currently working on my Inktober piece for the day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Is that
Hell yeah.
Frogman? There you go. That's awesome. Really nice.
Yeah, that's sweet. Frogman's getting a lot of love recently. his She-Hulk appearance.
Rip it.
Rip it, man. That finale was pretty sweet. We haven't talked a whole lot about She-Hulk on the stream, but good stuff. Good stuff. And
yeah, I really
Charlie
liked the
Cox,
show.
of course,
really enjoyed it.
It's great. As
two of the actors were at the convention. Actors being the two writers of the last two episodes, Zeb Wells and
Zeb and Cody.
They were in the
that was so sweet. When I knew Zeb was doing the previous one, and then when Cody's name popped up at the end of
the Daredevil
episode, I was like, "You're fucking right. They got some comic book writers. No shit." That's awesome. Very good. But what else you been up to? What, reading, watching, listening to, Brad?
I read the Dan Slott She-Hulk omnibus, so that was kind of fun to read along while watching the show. Seeing all the fun little Easter eggs, and other than that, just the to read pile is growing quite large. So I'm gonna try and put a dent in that this weekend. But as I've been drawing, been watching Shameless. I'm up to season 10 on that. Never watched that show before.
Man. Sheesh.
And Halloween Ends. Yeah, I gotta agree. That was a really, really cool, different take on it. And
he's into it. Okay, I see. All right, I'm getting fucking excited. All my friends that have seen it are like, if you're gonna watch it, like, don't bother going to the movies. I'm like, dude, I'm going to the movies. I have to see Halloween End on the big screen. and they're like, no, dude, you just pull it up on the old cock. And I'm like, I'm not gonna cock this one. Some things some things you cock, some things you don't cock. Throwing Ryan Stegman through a loop. I'm sorry. But do you read any more or any She-Hulk like prior to your slot omnibus run there, or?
No, I did not, but I also got the Peter David omnibus, so I'm gonna dig into that.
I'm glad you skipped all of my run on She-Hulk.
Well, actually, I just got your cover of She-Hulk 9.8 graded.
Which one? The one where she's punching through the...
Yeah, hold on, I'll grab it real quick.
Yeah.
Grab it.
I did actually pick up a couple burned She-Hulks when I was at New York Comic Con.
You did?
Yeah.
As well as a significant amount of JSA.
Oh my god! Yeah, you want to see it? Hold up.
You guys need to see this brick of JSA that
I bought like one thing.
Here's this. Hell yeah! Yes.
That's a good drawing of She-Hulk. I gotta admit.
Yeah,
I love it.
I looked up your run and currently trying to get it on eBay, and I think there's one set on Mercury, but I saw that cover and I was like, yep, this is a must-have for the wall. So pretty stoked.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Ryan,
there's the brick. Oh my! It's too much.
That's the same. Kidding. I bought a brick like that of Silvestri's Wolverine at
nice.
Oh,
that's sweet.
It was not 200, by the way. I got it like the Sunday. You always got to get the Sunday price where they go and like, all right, fine, we don't want to take this home. I don't know, 75% off. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say, Ryan? Because I gotta leave by 7:15 so I can get set up for the whatnot.
I was just going to ask if you remember which one you did an homage for. If you don't buy this comic, I'm going to rip up your collection.
Oh, the one where he's pointing at the... No, which one is that?
It's She-Hulk. It's an homage to the one where she says, if you don't buy this comic, I'm going to rip up your X-Men. You did like an homage one of that.
I can't remember what... At all.
Right.
I've done way too much stuff at this point.
Right. Ryan, Michael, you got to know, Stegman's getting...
I'll look it up for next time, so...
He's losing it.
Hank Barajas says, I saw Ryan. Hank is an industry professional. He's messing with us. I was nice and talked to you, and I am the man, though.
Ryan, go ahead. Did you real quick want to recount, because we just heard it firsthand from Matthew Rosenberg. I don't think it was while we were recording, but he ignored you at New York City Comic Con, Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, were you there?
I wasn't there, but I just heard the story. I thought it was pretty good.
Did he know that he ignored me?
No, he said he had some shit old glasses on so he couldn't see, and he knew Ryan Otley had passed him by and was like, I know you, but was not aware that the person screaming at him was you.
I was just looking at him and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you right now? And then I was like, is he in a fight with his girlfriend? Like, am I? So I was just like, all right, see you later. All right, draw some winners. Come on.
I'm drawing the winners right now. While I do that, Dom, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
I've been working on some Batman samples.
Let's see.
So that's fun. Oh, you want it?
Ryan, yeah. I'm doing this. If you want them on the big screen, you'll have to do it because I'm busy.
This is the back of one because I usually do like my layouts and stuff on the back and light box it and draw it on the front.
I don't even know how to make it there. All right, hold on. There it is.
Yeah.
Nice. Looking good.
Thank you.
Nice.
So I've just been doing that, and I watched Halloween Ends recently with my friends. We had like a watch party at my house, so that was fun. Everyone liked it, just like a bunch of teenage boys like screaming, having a good time.
Teenage boys love Halloween Ends as well.
Yeah, like it's fun. It's a fun watch.
I did the same thing. I watched it with my teenage friends too.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Jesus,
fun.
How old are you guys?
I'm 17.
I'm also 17. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm 108. But I watched it with teenage boys too.
True, you did. Wait, you watched it, Ryan?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I will watch it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, highly recommend.
I guess we'll see. We'll see about that. Ryan, you need to decide. Is that right-handed Venom? Is that eligible for anybody to win?
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. Then we do have our winners.
Anybody in the entire world.
Oh my god. It's me. I won it. I just decided. Haha. Very cool. No, we do have a couple of good winners here. Good, true, blue, honest winners. Let's start with the right-hand Venom. Ethan's not here to dictate how we do this with his stupid drum rolls, so we're not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to say the winner of this right-hand Venom sketch, maybe the only right-handed Ryan Stegman sketch that exists out in the world.
I'd say so. Yeah.
It's really one of a kind. It's going to a Mark Nira? I'm so sorry
Mark
for butchering
Hamill,
your last
congrats.
name. Mark Luke Skywalker has won it. Mark, congratulations. You've won this right-handed sketch of Venom from Ryan Stegman. Truly one of a kind. Meanwhile, you can't even tell the difference, Ryan. I'm sitting here looking at it, trying to see like which one's the left one, which one's the right-handed one, and only because you've got it written out on that one do I really?
I see what you're saying.
You're pretty good. But this very scary, very spooky Venom, as we've advertised, it is spooky season after all. Spooky Venom over here on the left is going to David Ong. Congratulations,
Woo!
David. Congratulations, Mark. We'll be reaching out to you guys very, very soon for these one-of-a-kind Ryan Stegman Venom sketches to get their new home.
All right. I gotta go.
Ryan's gonna peace out.
Come over to Whatnot at 8 o'clock if you want to see and hang out. Thanks everybody for coming. Griffin, you take over. I love you. Bye.
Keep it going.
Bye, Ryan.
Love you too. And now it's my stream, and now we're gonna watch that 42 viewers go tumbling down, baby. It's what I'm here for. I'm so sorry if anybody had anything specifically for Ryan. He is in a hurry, but of course you can bring those questions over to Whatnot in literally less than an hour, and we'd be happy to take those in the chat over there while we auction off some stuff. I don't like being the center of attention, so I am going to do that. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this lovely, lovely panel. Actually, never mind. It's my stream. Get him out of here. I am going to wrap it up, and then we'll have the after show. To everybody watching at home, thank you for joining us here for another KLC Press stream. We'll be back with one very soon. If you want more, if you're not done with me and Ryan Stegman tonight, which why would you be? Head on over to whatnot.com. Find yourself the Ryan Stegman profile. It's also linked up in all of the posts that we put out in the past 24 hours over on klcpress.com. So please check that out. There's also a Whatnot app. I love you too, Ethan. Not my Ethan, though. So please do. klcpress.com. Subscribe for a whole bunch of awesome stuff, including you could read Vanish before anybody else digitally. So that's pretty cool. I think everybody in the chat would say that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Hey, absolutely.
Hell fucking yeah.
What other Substacks can they find you in Griffin and Ethan's work at?
I am Griffin. You can also check out ashcanpress.com, where me and Ethan are doing a new podcast called Ideas Don't Bleed with Matthew Rosenberg. It's really cool, really fun. We're currently doing a retrospective on Uncanny X-Men, and here's an exclusive. The next one will be with Mr. Zeb Wells. So check it out. It's going to be pretty good. Also, we just launched a new Substack with Mr. Brian Michael Bendis over at jinxworld.com. Jinxworld on Substack. The ball's just getting rolling. Of course, it's a real honor to be working with Bendis, and he's got some really, really great stuff up his sleeves. And since Ryan Stegman isn't here, I can plug it all. You plug it all. Tyler, you do Substacks. You plug your Substacks.
I do, yeah. Find Best Jacket Press at Substack, and also James Tynan. James Tynan as a Kickstarter with Elsa Charretier. Great stuff. Check it out. Yeah.
Here's what I say. There's a lot of comic fans. There's a lot of fans of those creators that we've just listed that have no idea what Substack is, apparently. So if you've never heard of it, if you're curious at all, we highly encourage you to check it out. But until then, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.